We are going to break down the wide receivers tonight. Let's go ahead and just hit that intro and get right into it because we got a lot to cover.
Going for two, kickers are extra, I give them the boot. Ooh, going for two, sit back, relax while I grab me a brew. Ooh, now I'm reclining while putting my time and I'm ready to go. My spine is aligning and much my lineups, my bank account grow. I am so rich, but knowledge is all that I'm leaving it with. Ooh, listen to this, multiple options, how far can I get? Ooh, DFS Dynasty Redraft tonight, I'm not finishing last. I'm finishing past any and all, I am looking to last. What else? This spot is popping and I am so locked in and only opening the door when it is opportunity knocking. And all of these spots keep on talking and talking. So what are we talking? What kind of alignment? And running it deep, even players forgotten or came from the bottom or hitting that top end. And this spot is popping, yeah, this spot is popping. And woo! This is the armchair, yeah. Put up your arms, yeah. Sound the alarm, yeah, yeah, yeah. Woo! This is the armchair, yeah. Put up your arms, yeah. Sound the alarm, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh.
What is up, everybody, and welcome to the wide receiver breakdown of 2021. We're going to go ahead and break down the wide receivers that I'm targeting for the redraft. My name is Gerson Aguirre. You can find me at FantasyGDFS on Twitter. Wide receivers, to me, I think wide receivers are one of the most critical positions for your value you can get in draft. There's so many ways to attack it. And wide receivers depends all on your strategy of what you're doing. Really, in reality, you can go for zero running back strategy or basically robust running back strategy. And I like to target those mid wide receivers that have upside to be a wide receiver too. Thanks, Nemo. Hey, what's up, Jared? Oh yeah, dude. Hold on, let me go get my beer. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 minute. I gotta get my beers. I forgot about them. I was so doing the research and everything. Just give me 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. Apparently, my mic. I don't know. Give me a second. I don't know what I was thinking, guys. I'm sorry. I'll let you guys down a little bit. I had to get my beers. I got them right here. Let's go ahead and jump right back into it. So the number one wide receiver I'm targeting, and hopefully I get him in the third or late second. Usually in my first 2 rounds, I like to draft running back. So in the third round, if he falls, I'm jumping on that train. But is Mr. Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley is now the alpha dog there. Julio's long gone. I love you, Julio. You will forever have a special place in my heart. I promise you that. But Calvin Ridley, he finished above the 90th percentile in success rate for man and press coverage in all 3 of his NFL years. He's one of the best separators in the game. He's just a great route runner as well. But since entering the NFL in 2018, Ridley has had six among all wide receivers in total touchdown, and with 26. He's also top 15 during that time span for total receiving yards. So to give you an idea, to give you guys an idea, that's the wide receiver alpha male right there. In 7 games without Julio, this is what it looks like. He put up 50 receptions, 765 yards, and 3 touchdowns. A lot of there were touchdowns that he could have actually been much, much better. Because he had a couple drops in the touchdown. I believe a couple of them got called for penalty. So he could have had a really high upside for touchdown, but it could have been better. He averaged 18 points per game in that time span, and that's pretty good for a wide receiver 1. That's pretty much just telling you a wide receiver 1 right there. If I can find my bottle, thought I had it. I guess I'll have to use this. I have to go the old school way, guys. Hold on, give me a second. Cheers, guys. Modelo time, fool. I told you guys to bring your beers. Calvin Ridley is gonna be one of my targets I'm going for very early in the 3rd, or hopefully if I just want him in the 3rd. I don't think I pull the trigger on 1st or 2nd unless I'm that last pick, and it's coming right back to me. But let's see. Second wide receiver I'm looking for is Mr. Allen Robinson. Allen Robinson to me is an alpha male, like an alpha wide receiver. This guy it don't matter who's out there. I mean, to give you guys an idea, Robinson's quarterback is Kristen Hackenberg, 55% completion percentage at Penn State. Blake Bortles at 59% in Jacksonville. And Mitchell Trubisky and Nick Foles was 64 and 62%. I mean, that's okay, but it's not acceptable for we consider an alpha quarterback to be with him. What's up, Victor? Allen Robinson is the most underrated wide receiver in the NFL, I would say. And they finally got him a quarterback. And I'm not talking about the Pebble gun in Andy Dalton. I'm talking about Justin Fields. Justin Fields is probably the most accurate quarterback in this draft. He completed 68% of his passes and averaged 9.2 yards per attempt in college. We already seen it in the preseason. He's done very well. I love it. All he done in the NFL is produce. Since he came into the league, he has 457 receptions, 5,999 yards. Imagine being stuck on that. I mean, he could have been a 6,000-yard wide receiver last year. 39 touchdowns, and that's with 0 running quarterbacks, like shit quarterbacks. I'm definitely going to be targeting Allen Robinson in the 4th round, 5th round. I'm very high on him. Hopefully he follows me in the 4th. But definitely he's probably going to be one of my favorite wide receiver ones that I'm going to be targeting with him and Calvin Ridley. Allen Robinson's probably going to be that guy in the 4th round, or I'm going to be targeting after or the late 3rd after I get my 2 running backs. But I love Allen Robinson this year. I think he's a great target. The next wide receiver that we're going to talk about is everybody knows that I'm very high on him, and I've been high on him all season. Off season, it's Mr. CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb for me is, I love this guy. Not because you can put CD nut. Ha! Got him. No, not because of that. It's more because of the player he is. CeeDee Lamb got 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns in his first year. He is expected to get way more workload this year. And Lamb was on pace for 1,200 yards before Dak's injury. And if Dak would have stayed healthy, he would have blown those rookie numbers away. He finished as a wide receiver 24. So that's good for a wide receiver 2. I love it. Does that make you like Mooney less? I don't know. No. We'll get to Mooney. Mooney is actually one of the wide receivers I'm going to talk about later on. Way to go, Jared. But yeah, CeeDee Lamb, he's going to see more work. He's a wide receiver 2. Lamb was actually a wide receiver 1 with Dak Prescott under center. He was a wide receiver 12. And if he can get healthy with Dak, I think he can be that top wide receiver 1 status. He can get that alpha status. In my opinion, I think I like him way more than Amari Cooper. And if average Amari, as I like to call him, is injured, then that's even better for him. He's going to get more workload. I would target him in the 5th, maybe 6th round. Basically late 4th too, because he's fallen in the late 4th or 5th round. It's going to be hard for me to get him because everybody knows I love him. So pretty sure people are just going to take him in front of me. The next wide receiver I want to talk about is Robert Wood. Robert Wood is one of the most underrated wide receivers in the NFL. I don't get it. Like, I always want to just draft him. I get value on him every year. Here his finishes with the Rams: wide receiver 13 in 2020, wide receiver 14 in 2019, wide receiver 11 in 2018. One of the biggest fallout out of this is the Rams offense last year wasn't that good. And the Rams ranked number 6 in 5.8 yards per play. They followed that up, and these are the last couple years. That up with a second place finish at 6.4 yards per play. But they fell last year really bad. No, in 2019 they fell 13th overall. And in 2020 they fell to 18th. There was a pattern here. And then was basically the quarterback, Jared Goff. He was trash. Cup or Wood? I'll take Wood. I don't mind Cup, but I'd rather have Wood. I think Wood more. He either has rushing upside too. I mean, he can be in so many different ways. While Cooper Kupp. Sometimes I worry about Cooper Kupp getting injured too, but I love Robert Wood over Cooper Kupp. Robert Wood's going to be one of those guys I'm going to be targeting in the 5th round for sure. I've seen him go late 4th round, but he's my mid-late wide receiver. Another one that I like is Mr. Deontay Johnson, the next wide receiver we're going to talk about. He was second in the NFL behind Devontae Adams on per target per game. When you remove the game that he didn't play or basically he left early, let's take those games away. But Johnson played in 14 of the 15 fantasy weeks. He was injured in the first quarter of 2 games. And then in other 12 games, he had 137 targets. In one of those games, he was benched, though. I think he was benched for a drop, if I remember. No, a fumble on a special team. That gives him 11.4 targets per game. That is incredible. Due to player profile, his hog rate is 20%. I mean, that's basically usage of a wide receiver 1. Deontay Johnson's the beast. To give you guys an idea of who averaged 11.4 targets per game, basically Demaryius Thomas, and this is like just recently as a second-year wide receiver. Demaryius Thomas, Antonio Brown, Julio Jones, DeAndre Hopkins, Michael Thomas, Devontae Adams, and Deontay Johnson. I mean, that doesn't speak volume. I don't know what does. Now let's go ahead and to go, my next wide receiver that I'm targeting in the mid-late round is Mr. Tyler Lockett. I get it. He burned you. Wood or Lockett? So I'd rather have Robert Wood. It's close. It's like right there and there. Like these 4 wide receivers I'm targeting right here: Deontay Johnson, Tyler Lockett, Robert Wood, and CD Lamb. CD Lamb's going to be premium price, but the other 3 wide receivers, I wouldn't be shocked if they go within the range of 2 or 6 pick, like within the 8 pick range. But I love Lockett this year. He ranked as the wide receiver 1 in PPR format through 8 weeks of the season. That's pretty crazy. For starters, I mean, Seattle played in 7 games against top 10. Like, one of the biggest worries was like the drop off in the second half of the season. But let's be honest here. Go back and look at their schedule. Seattle played 5 of the final 7 games against top 10 defense. Cardinals, Washington football team, 49ers, and Rams twice. The offensive coordinator, Brian Schottenheimer, he was horrible. He kind of like let off on the gas on the let Russ cook campaign, which was stupid because that's the reason why he got fired. He took away the passing attack, and he should have not because Lockett was doing awesome. But the other thing that cost Lockett a lot in the second half of the season, he wasn't healthy. In the second half of the season, he suffered a knee sprain in week 9. He didn't have explosiveness. He did a lot of downfield. His downfield route running was taken away. Basically, you knew he was struggling for injury. But one of my favorite things that I love Lockett for is he has a new offensive coordinator in Shane Waldron. He's coming over from the Rams offense, so I can see them airing it out and also doing all those little crisscross route with Tyler Lockett, making him like a really special wide receiver slot gadget play, but also he can go down the field. So I'm excited about what Shane Waldron brings to the offense. How long does it take you to shotgun a pint? We know you're a legend. I'm pretty sure a couple guys in here can vouch for me. I can shotgun a tall boy in probably like less than 4 seconds. Probably. I'm pretty sure I've done it before. But to give you an idea, I can drink a Stein I can actually drink 2 Irish car bomb in less than probably 3 seconds, 4 seconds. I don't know how fast, but it's pretty fast. I'm a fast chugger. It's like one of my favorite skills to show off. And if I show off, I mean, come on. Go to the bar, you bet someone, and Daniel, my homie, I miss you, man. I hope all been well, man. Homie, you go back to the first year DFS roundtable, and hope everything's good, man. Come to Canada and show off. Hey, I might go down there one day. I love Canada. Might come down there and visit Kyle Senra, and we might get a couple beers, or I don't know if he drinks. Maybe get a couple of water or whatever, some waffle syrup or pancakes or whatever you guys are famous for over there. I know you guys are famous for a lot of things, but yeah. Oh, let's get back on this breakdown. So the late round wide receivers I'm targeting, these are guys from like the range of 7th round to 10th round. These are guys that I'm really I might reach for them too. I'm pretty sure a lot of people that have been drafting with me have seen one guy as a repetitive pattern over and over and over. His name is Mr. Antonio Brown, guys. I don't know what to tell you guys. People hate him. I don't. I know he's a little bit older now. He's pushing 33 years old. But Antonio Brown was Tom Brady. And in a full season, I believe they can be special. He put up 45 yards, 45 receptions, 483 yards, and 4 touchdowns. And he basically sat out the year before, played on a new team. I think if he gets back on the field, been healthy in practice, doing well, he can be that wide receiver too that you want. So take him in the late round. I mean, his 8.7 average target per depth was 4 years. It was pretty low. His 18% in the slot was a high rate though. So him playing in the slot with Godwin and Evan on the outside, that's going to leave a lot of potential good yards for Antonio Brown, especially when he plays with the GOAT Tom Brady. The Bucs already have a very deep rotation, so with adding Brown to it, it's just going to be elite. I mean, Brown had an elite hog rate at 20% at number 2. I mean, this offense is deep, but the biggest thing for me about Antonio Brown is that there's a reason why Tom Brady wanted him there, and he vouched for him, and now he's re-signed with the team. They're going to try to run it back, but I really like Antonio Brown this year. I'm going to try to get him in all my drafts, and he's one of my favorite targets in the late round. I know he's older, but he still can rock with the best. But give me Antonio Brown for sure. The other guy I'm targeting is Mr. Leviska Chanel Jr. It's Leviska season, guys. It's Visca season. With James Robinson going down, I love Leviska. I think he can do more. He's going to be kind of like a 2.0 Robert Wood, where he just gets those long yards, and he's a playmaker. Some people are interested in Cobb. You get an elite guy that wants to play with his guy to draft him. I'm not touching Randall Cobb. He's a wasted pick. There's a lot of other wide receivers with good upside. Leviska Chanel, his first season was bad. I mean, but he played with a terrible quarterback, and he put up 58 receptions, 600 yards, and 5 touchdowns. He had a quarterback rating of 116.0 when targeted. So when he was targeted, he was very successful with his quarterback. A 1.99 points per target, 26th best in the NFL. So this guy can produce in the short span. I'm a little worried with Urban Meyer. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't know how Urban's going to coach. I don't know how good of a coach he's going to be. But I'm hoping that Leviska Chanel is going to break out with Trevor Lawrence, one of the best quarterbacks in this draft, if not the best, in my opinion. Chanel should have high upside with Trevor Lawrence. I really love Chanel this year, and I'm going to be targeting him in a lot of leagues. Tanyan is underrated with Angry Roger. I don't think he's underrated because I think he's finally getting drafted appropriately. And it's been shown in draft. People have actually been drafting him top 10 now, with Roger finally saying that, he's going to play. But, yeah, Leviska Chanel for sure, 6'1", 230-pound wide receiver. This guy was one of the highest breakout age numbers. He had great breakout metrics. I was really high on him. I just traded for him in a dynasty league, and I was so happy to get him. I love Leviska Chanel Jr. this year. I'm going to be all over him in all my drafts. All right. Next wide receiver I want to talk about is Mr. Darnell Mooney. Yes, that is the guy that you talked about, Jared, and you interrupted me. Hold on, let me find my note. I guess I didn't copy and paste my note into my Word doc that I'm reading off for you guys. So let me find Mr. Darnell Mooney. There he is. Okay, so he's like 5'10", 176 pounds. Small wide receiver. It's like a little small mini Antonio Brown. He's not as big as Antonio Brown. And no, I don't like him less. I like him just as much or more with Robinson there. I love Darnell Mooney. I had him in a lot of leagues last year in Dynasty. I drafted him in the second round. He's an air yard guy. I mean, he takes deep shot. He had 5 games over 100 yard air yards. And to give you an idea what air yards mean, it's like basically his target is the way the ball travels over his head. So if he had over 100 yards air yard, it's going to be great with Justin Fields back there. Now, they drafted Justin Fields. Andy Dalton, he's going to play like one game. Then they're going to realize he sucks. The Bears didn't draft any draft capital for wide receiver. They traded and released Anthony Miller. Mooney is the second wide receiver there now. Mooney has a 16.5 target share, and he ran 517 routes and got 98 target in his rookie year. I'm telling you guys, this guy is going to break out big way. I'm hoping for a wide receiver 2 to a wide receiver 3 range. I'm going to be drafting him everywhere in my draft. And he's going pretty late. I mean, he's going right now 88th overall. So get some value on him. Take Darnell Mooney. I think he's due for a big season. One of the things that people worry about is his size. I'm not too worried because he's very fast. He kind of reminds me of Antonio Brown, like a light version of Antonio Brown. That's how he plays. All right, the next 3 wide receivers I'm going to talk about, just basically late round stashes, guys. And these are the last 3 wide receivers. Late round stashes. There's 3 guys I'm targeting. Number 1 is going to be Elijah Moore. He's been hyped up quite a bit. Been hyped up quite a bit in camp and also, in fantasy because everybody wants him now all of a sudden. I was on him before people were, though, so I'm going to take credit before that. I love Elijah Moore. He's 5'9", 178 pounds, but he's like a freak athlete, basically. He came out of Mississippi. It's just I get that people worry about size. I don't worry about it. I mean, he broke out at age 19. That's in the 83rd percentile. He had a college dominant rating of 45. That's in the 91st percentile. He ran a 4.40 at his pro day and his official at his pro day, but his official pro day time was 4.35. So, yeah, I mean, but at Ole Miss, he basically competed with targets from DK Metcalf, A.J. Brown, and Dawson Knox, also exited in the first 3 rounds of the 2019 draft. This guy is talented, uber talented. With Zach Wilson back there, I think they'll both do good damage. They've already shown it in the preseason, and they've already shown it in practice and whatnot. Him, Corey Davis are going to be a 1-2 tandem. I like Corey Davis this year a lot too. But the next guy I want to talk about is Charis Marshall Jr., another rookie wide receiver. I know people don't like targeting rookie wide receivers, but that's how you find these Justin Jefferson, T. Higgins, and these guys, you know. I don't get the hate on rookie wide receiver. I don't have any hate, but I love Charis Marshall Jr. He's looking to start as a 1-2 punch with DJ Moore. He has the metrics. He's 6'2", 205 pounds, and ran a 4.40. And he competed with Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, and in LSU. So, I mean, he had good competition. So, I don't know. Justin Jefferson dominated in the preseason too. I mean, this guy's tearing it up. So, I'm really high on Charis Marshall. Sorry, not Justin Jefferson. People worry about the contract with Robbie Anderson. I'm not. Talent will win out. And I think Charis Marshall has a lot of talent. I think if he didn't have the shadow of Chase, he would have gone higher in the draft. But I love him this year. Draft him in your late round. You'll be very happy. Next guy I'm targeting is Mr. Jalen Waddle. With Tua Tagovailoa back there, he's been slinging the ball with no hesitant. And I think Jalen Waddle can be a special wide receiver in the NFL if he stays healthy. That's one of his biggest issues, health. Another wide receiver I like is Mr. Rondell Moore. These 4 guys, basically all rookie wide receivers that I want. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. So I'm going to try to get some of all of them. But that's my wide receiver breakdown, guys. Thanks for tuning in for this week. Thanks for all you guys' support. It really means a lot to me. Add me on Twitter. Ask me any questions on Sundays, and I'll get back to you guys. Add me at FantasyGDFS. Best of luck in your draft this weekend. I know I have a lot of drafts this weekend. I have 2 drafts, and then I got another draft at night. And basically, these are going to be all-day drafts. So I'm going to be doing a lot of drinking, a lot of drafting, and a lot of winning. Take care, everybody. Have a good year in fantasy. And ask me questions on Twitter if you haven't start or whatnot. I'm there on the Sunday show on Going for Two Network. I'm also on Friday on a DFS show. Tune in on that show. That show is fire, by the way. The DFS show is probably one of the best shows on the Going for Two Network, if not the best. It's hard to be humbled when you know you're the best show. Just kidding. There's a lot of great shows on this network. But take care. Good luck. Hope you guys win those championships. Peace out. Oh, Victor, what's up? What's your question? Goddard. I don't have no confidence in Eris. Eris is like just washed up. I don't want. Great. Now I'm gonna end the show on Goddard and Eris. No, Goddard, man. Good luck, everybody. Win your championship. Let me know how you guys do.